Warning: this video is graphic. The act perpetrated is evil and disgusting, but it is important that everyone see it. Don't shy away. Force yourself to watch. Not watching is denying the truth. Not watching is turning a blind eye to this vile crime and others like it. Iryna Zarutska was born in Kiev in 2002. She was a gifted artist and a recent refugee who fled Ukraine in 2022 with her family to escape the war. She had a degree in art and restoration from Synergy College and was known for her vibrant spirit, eclectic clothing designs, and deep love for animals. She dreamed of becoming a veterinary assistant and had already become fluent in English, a testament to her determination and resilience. On August 22, 2025, Iryna was headed home after her shift at Zepeti's Pizzeria. She had recently been promoted from an entry-level position to line cook, a reflection of her work ethic and rising confidence. The pizzeria itself released a statement calling her an incredible employee and true friend. She was also taking community college classes to improve her English and had just saved enough to buy her first car, with plans to get her license the following month. This beautiful, innocent girl was viciously and fatally stabbed at the South End Light Rail Station in Charlotte, North Carolina, by a 34-year-old demon with a long history of arrests. He can be heard saying, "Got that white girl." The motive isn't clear, but race was definitely a factor. This is a devastating loss, not just of a life, but of a future she was actively building with grit and grace. The evil piece of excrement that took her life had been arrested 14 times with convictions for felony larceny, armed robbery, and communicating threats. Yes, you heard that right. 14 times. Yet, like so many other violent repeat offenders, he was once again free, even after his own mother begged to lock him up because she knew he was dangerous. In 2022, this demonic animal assaulted its own sister. She later described the incident in interviews, saying it was one of several violent outbursts tied to worsening schizophrenia. She stated he was a high risk. He was not in his right mind. He was not safe for society. We know what he has been dealing with the last 3 years. And now an innocent woman is dead. She also revealed that the violent murderer believed the government had implanted a chip in his body and that materials inside him were responsible for his actions, not him. His mother had repeatedly warned Democrat authorities that her son was not safe to be in public. After his wrongful release from prison in 2020, she tried to get him involuntarily committed for psychiatric care. She was met with the typical leftist-created wall of bureaucratic indifference. She brought him to mental health services, but was told, "We don't have enough space," or "Is he trying to kill himself or someone else?" And when she said no, not yet, they replied, "Then there is nothing we can do. You need to get a court order." But all the judges were leftists and none were willing to give that order. He served 6 years in prison for crimes committed between 2013 and 2014. The violent animal's mother told local news outlets that she was forced to kick him out of her home after he became aggressive. She also stated that she had begged the courts to intervene, saying he was a danger to himself and others. This wasn't just a failure of policy, it was a failure of moral logic. Despite these warnings, the evil creature was released and set loose on an unsuspecting public in January 2025 on a written promise to appear after being arrested for misuse of the 911 system, where he had called police, claiming man-made materials were controlling his body. U.S. Attorney General Pam Bondi has vowed to seek the maximum penalty, factually calling the murder a direct result of failed soft-on-crime policies, Democrat policies. The left-wing activist judge who signed off on his release, Teresa Stokes, is now facing calls for removal. A group of North Carolina Republicans sent a formal letter, rightfully accusing her of willful failure and prejudicial conduct for releasing a repeat violent offender with known mental health issues. She needs to be held accountable. She needs to go to prison. All judges need to be held accountable for their decisions. The mainstream media attempted to hide the story because it doesn't align with the leftist narrative. Thankfully, a few outlets published surveillance footage and a full timeline of Iryna Zarutska's final moments on the Charlotte light rail, but even that came days after grassroots accounts had already begun circulating the story online. Local activists and community members began posting about the murder on X and Reddit, sharing screenshots of police reports and surveillance stills. Fox News Digital and CBS News followed with deeper investigations only after public pressure mounted. Make no mistake, Fox News is nothing more than controlled opposition. They are not on your side. In some ways, they are worse than the rest of the mainstream. Mainly because so many people believe they are seeing the truth from them. What people don't know is they are only seeing the truth the left allows them to report. Hence the reason Tucker is no longer there. The tipping point came when the surveillance video was released, showing the attack in chilling detail. The MSM could no longer keep the story under wraps. But instead of reporting the truth, they spun it, like they always do, to make the killer seem like a victim and to blame everyone who is outraged by Iryna's murder. This wasn't a story handed down from legacy media. It was dragged into the light by people who refused to let it be buried. People who saw a young woman's life snuffed out and said, "No, not this time." They refused to let the evil left win. Refused to let a sweet, innocent girl, Iryna Zarutska, fade into oblivion. If not for those caring individuals, none of us would know her. She wasn't a headline. She was a daughter, a friend, a dreamer. Here you can see her board the light rail. The seat she chose is a seat I would never have chosen. But Iryna was still innocent. She didn't know what evil looked like. She had no idea her life was about to be ended by the disgusting, vicious animals seated behind her.
Please stand clear. Doors are closing. Train is about to move. The next stop is Midland Station.
Attention all passengers, we're making a brief stop. In making a brief stop, this is not a temp stop. Doors will not open. Please remain in your seat. Once again, this is not a temporary stop. Doors will not open. Please remain in your seat. Train will move momentarily.
stand clear. Doors are closing. Train is about to move.
She fled war only to be met with violence in a place that promised safety. And if not for those who cared, who spoke her name, who mourned her loss, who demanded the world pay attention, we wouldn't know her. But now we do, and we will not forget.
The next stop is East West Station, with bus connections to routes 10 and 25. Please check the bus schedule for available service.
For 1 minute and 35 seconds, no one did anything. Look at these people, just standing there, watching her bleed out. That is another level of evil in itself. One man finally tries to help. You will see this again from another angle, and you will see one man who just got up and walked away. Then a woman who just stood there, watching her die before walking away herself, and 2 more men who chose to do nothing. No one attempted to take down the vicious killer either, but after Daniel Penny, it is no surprise. When good people are prosecuted for doing the right thing, fewer good people will do the right thing. The saddest part is the undeniable fact this was a senseless murder that could have easily, very easily, been avoided. Every soft-on-crime Democrat in this country is responsible. Every person, citizen or not, who voted for these Democrats is responsible. Everyone who will vote Democrat this November is responsible. The fact is, if there were no Democrats in power positions, Iryna and many others who met similar fates would still be alive today. She fled war, but she couldn't escape the Democrat Party. Iryna Zarutska, sweet, innocent girl. You had a wonderful life ahead of you. That life, snuffed out because of horrific policies put in place by vile people, voted into power by the ignorant, the insane, and the evil. Iryna Zarutska, you will not be forgotten. We love you.
West Station, with bus connections to routes 10